we just had a hailstorm again. Right, I've done some bits that I've not filmed just because when I get tinkering at night, I just crack on with it. But I showed you in the last video the aux beam stuff that turned up. Now I've used the aux beam stuff. This is where the blue lights were. Oh my god. This is not ideal. And my van door's open. Ah, shit. Right, I'm still going to carry on because I'm that dedicated. Might put me up. Right, so this is where the blue lights were. I've now replaced them with aux beam lights there. And then up here, there were the bigger sort of spotlight things. I've used these. These are like long distance spotlights, so they'll, you know, they've got a good beam on. And then this is the bit that took the longest. I ordered that to hopefully fit in that gap, but it didn't just fit in that gap. I had to undo all the rivets, drill all the rivets out, pop that panel out to get to the wiring, and then I had to reroute the aux beam wiring up through the cab and everything. It was a right royal faff, but it's working. I'm just going to show you this one working because it's a bit special. So as you saw there, it's got loads of different modes on it, which is quite good for, like, not that I'm going to be doing recoveries or anything on it, but it's cool anyway. The fact that it's got an orange light on is going to be really good in like fog and really bad weather. I'll show you the spotlights again. I've used the aux beam switchers. They've not sent me a switch panel, which is a bit annoying, but so they're the spotlights for there. I haven't wired those up. I did wire them up originally, but I'll move on to why they're not wired up now in a second. So I wired them all up. Well, I wired these 4 up to the original ambulance wiring loom. Then I started to look at the original ambulance wiring loom, and if I'm honest, it was a nightmare. So I've stripped a lot of it out, and bear in mind this is going to be very basic in comparison to like a more modern ambulance, but I've had to strip the leisure battery out, I've had to strip a load of wiring out, and I've had to use the aux, well, I've not had to, it's a better thing to use the aux beam wiring looms. So I've used the aux beam wiring loom, and now I just need to get those 2 working another time, but obviously the weather's been really bad. I had limited time yesterday. I was really proud of myself for getting that one working and really happy with that, so I just left it at that. But also in this video, right, so you probably can hear in the background a lot of tools going, but I'm not using them, which is unusual. And it's not Rick either, because Rick ain't even here, because Rick's buggered off to Peak District. Again, I've said to you before, I'm not going for something that I would normally have, the sort of normal cladding and ply and all that kind of thing. I'm going for something a bit different and a bit more sort of universal, something that people that might want to rent it might be interested in. So they've been working on this all day. Well, I've not even been here. I've been out most of the day doing family things. I'm going to show you progress so far. You want to tell us what you're doing then?
Hi.
Say it in English though.
Yes, we're making a mess. Basically, a U-shaped lounge, kitchen at this side, water barrels under there, little cupboard, shelf or another little cupboard, and then obviously your kitchen will come to the end of here. When this is here, there'll be a shelf in there, sealed for the gas locker. So when you've got this little cupboard here, you've got like a little secret cupboard at the side here. And then on this side, you've got the sink area where it ends. We want to put the diesel tank on here with a little, you know, a little flap so you can get in so it's hidden. and then we'll do some sort of cupboard or some kind of feature, shall we say?
So it is what we're
hang on, we'll get this cheap do-all crap out of the shoot, you know, because like that quality Milwaukee stuff, you know.
Oh, I've got some shit on my shoe. I've got some shit on my shoe. So this is what we're looking like so far. So all this is going to be storage underneath here. I've decided that the petrol heater is coming out and going to be replaced with a diesel heater. And then, yeah, the rest is just storage.
Don't forget the bamboo workshop.
The bamboo workshop is over there.
Yeah, we haven't think yet.
But also, what else have we ordered that's coming this weekend or next weekend?
Diesel heater?
No. For the tops.
Oh, the cushions, wait till you see them. That's worth waiting for.
That's worth waiting for. And hopefully, I can have this video start to finish. Do you know when they're coming yet, as you said?
No, we'll find out tomorrow.
Alright, okay.
I'll say you've been televised, okay?
Yeah, if
they need to be done.
Because you're going to be doing this tonight, aren't you?
Yeah. Oh, this will be done tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Really? Wow. That's how fast they're working.
That's a 2-day van build.
2-day van build. So we're getting some plywood tomorrow to do the tops where you sit on where the cushions go, but we've ordered cushions. The cushions were cheap, but still for a Yorkshireman quite expensive because they weren't free. I've gone a bit all out on this one, where we're getting like honeycomb stitching and all that business because I want it to look good. I want it to be right. I might have to put subtitles on. Oh, what's that? Oh, the EcoFlow. Yeah, the EcoFlow Max is keeping it powered up. Well, this is what it's going to look like through the cutout. I'm really impressed with those lights. I absolutely love those lights. But yeah, that's what we're looking like. So tons of storage. What did we decide on? I can't remember if we're gonna have a piece of ply that goes across there, aren't we?
Basically, you'll have like a sheet underneath the seat.
Yeah.
And you can have 1 or 2, and it'll just pull out.
Yeah.
There'll be 3 plinths around here.
Yeah.
So that when you slide it out, it just simply slides out, drops in.
Yeah.
On the morning when you're done, pick your cushions up, push them back, lift it slightly, lift the pieces and push them up. If the wagon's going to be rocking...
The wagon ain't going to be rocking. If anybody does anything sexual in this van other than me, your deposit goes out the window.
Well, I'm building it, but I ain't cleaning it.
So this is it's been a 2-day job so far. I just want to show you roughly how things are looking. I'll just turn you this way. Roughly how things are looking. Rob's done a decent job. He's had to leave though. Well, having a break for a few days. He's going to come back another day to finish off. But there's the kitchen unit. It's got a couple of doors. Cupboards. That's where the water will be. And then there's a gas cupboard at the front there that's accessible from there. I've put these boards on here which stay on there and for storage underneath, and then just put that back. To tight fit that, I might just trim it down. And then there's 2 on this one, so one of them will slide across and then make a double bed, if that knows what I mean. Not got around to doing that bit yet. Basically, yeah, that'll fit across there, but obviously up there. That will make the bed. Obviously, I'm going to put some. I've cut the pieces for that now. I'm just going to trim them in and make them fit there, and then the U-shaped seating area is then completo. I'm going to carpet all this ply, I think, or do something with it. I might just paint it, in fact, just to make it a bit nicer looking. You'll not see it because the seats that I've ordered will cover it all, but that's what we're looking at so far. There's a few bits that still need to be finished, as I've said. And I'm well happy with that. Very basic setup, but what do you expect for the back of a flipping Land Rover? Light's not very good here, is it? Right, okay, so I've replaced my steering wheel. Took off the standard Land Rover Defender one, which is like wafer thin and much bigger than this. I drove it last night and honestly it makes so much difference having a slightly small steering wheel, less banging my elbows on this window, and it kind of fits in with something else, the white stitching fits in with something else that I've done in the back, and I think you're going to like it. You'll have to ignore the fork truck in the background, but we've been working hard on this. Me, Rick and Rob have all been building out this back. Bear in mind, I've only had this van for 3 weeks-ish, and it's been transformed. So you remember it looked like the old ambulance style. Come and have a look at this. So I think you'll agree, it's looking amazing. Went all out on these seats, got the honeycomb stitching, pimp my ride. I've got the neon lights above as well. I can show you the bed out. I'll just transform the bed. I'll show you the bed. Ugh. So I just remove this middle cushion, like so. And under here is a bit of wood that says bed on it, that Rick scribed in it. And then all you need to do is just simply pull this bit out here. Simple as that. Ugh. Slide that across. And there we go. Thereabouts in bed mode. Oh, bed mode. So it's a big bed. It's 6'4" long and just about 6 foot wide. I'll show you it from the back, from the front. So the only job I've got left to do really, well, there's got a few jobs I've got to do, is electrics. Now, I'm working on what I'm going to do with electrics. I want to keep it simple, because keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple so that if I do rent it out, there's not anything overcomplicated. So I think I'm going to only go with 12 volt ports on here, so USB ports and maybe a cigarette lighter, but don't people use cigarette lighters these days really. USB ports, maybe a USB-C port, and potentially, if the person renting it wants to use 240, I can use the EcoFlow. I can charge that up, and they can use that as their 240 source. So that could sit in there and just be a power unit for the it could be a power unit for the entire van actually. But I want to wire the lights up to a fuse board and put a leisure battery in, so these can be on a separate switch and all that. But we'll see. It's ever evolving. Right now it's ready to be slept in, so on the next video you might see me sleeping in it. I'm desperate to get out in it and go camping. Not been camping, lived in a van for 3.5 years, I haven't really been camping, so it's time to go camping. I'm going to leave this video here for now. The van is almost done in the back, apart from electrics, but we'll get onto that. Anyway, listen, I just want to thank you for your patience with the adverts that I've been putting on. I've touched on it before, but I've been given opportunity to have more, and the money's just hard to turn down. But one thing that I'm trying to be more positive about, or in a positive way to give back to you, is whenever I get something for note, I'm gonna try and give it back. So I'm gonna give away some spotlights. Wait there. Right, brand new, obviously, from Oaks Beam. Everything's in there, all the wiring loom, everything. And they're the same as what I have got on the front of the ambulance that you'll have seen in the last episode. So how am I going to pick a winner? What is the competition? I tell you what, just tell me why you need those spotlights and tell me why you'd like them and what vehicle you're going to put them on. Put your answers in the comments and I will pick one at random and then I'll get them shipped straight out to you. That's my way of giving back. Whenever I get something for free, if I get spares, I'm asking for spares, I'm going to do competitions more. So I'll try and do more giveaways on coffee as well, which is available at liamtheterrible.com. Go find that there, and merch and stuff like that. I'll try and do giveaways. I'm going to try and do every video, but it might be difficult, but just for your patience in putting up with these new adverts and stuff. Thank you. I will speak to you soon. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, Felicia.